there.
All right, we'll go on the record. This is CR 2025-232, State of Arizona versus Richard Baptiste, as well as Anisha Wood. Both defendants are present here in the courtroom in custody. We have present here in the courtroom Mr. Lee, counsel for Miss Wood. We have current counsel for Mr. Baptiste, Mr. Brewer, present on the Zoom call. We have present on the call Mr. Roach as well as Ms. Collins, prosecutors for the state, as well as Mr. Friedley here in the courtroom. We have Ms. Clace, counsel for victims in the matter. And I believe those are our parties. There are, of course, some other representatives of the court, the state, probation, etc. This is a date and time set for a case management conference, status conference, possibly a trial setting conference. I believe the first thing that I need to probably do to help the case be able to move forward be address Mr. Brewer's pending motion to withdraw. After the court's review of that, the court will grant Mr. Brewer's motion to withdraw in this case based upon the conflicts that he identified in that. Mr. Brewer, with that request, do you have anything further that you need to address, put on the record regarding the request for disclosure or anything like that?
Judge, I just filed my supplemental motion for an investigative fees by placing a investigator in that motion. It's Mr. Kroger. I provided the court with his materials as well. I don't know if the new attorney is going to use Mr. Kroger or not, but other than that, I don't think I have anything pressing at this point. Thank you.
All right, thank you. For now, the court will just hold on to anything filed by Mr. Brewer on behalf of Mr. Baptiste. And if the new counsel wishes to continue with those motions and or change them for whatever reason, we will address that as necessary. On that particular issue, Ms. Collins, Mr. Roach, anything that you need to address with the court?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Clace, anything that you need to address with the court?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Lee, I know you're, of course, representing the different defendant. Anything that you need to address on that issue?
Not on that issue.
All right. Thank you. The court has, as we tried to do before, but I know sometimes it's a bit of a moving target. I've talked to staff and we've identified the next contract attorney available and to our knowledge that does not have a conflict in this case. Mr. Bryce Hamblin will be appointed as counsel for Mr. Baptiste. Mr. Baptiste, Mr. Hamblin isn't present here today to my knowledge, hasn't been made aware of this because it hasn't been addressed until just now. He will be made aware after the documents are provided. At that point, of course, he has some catching up to do as far as disclosure being provided to him being able to review that, all of those things. For right now, to protect your rights and interests, I'm going to hold any motions or other issues that were filed by your previous attorney. Like he mentioned, he requested some court funds to support a investigator. We're just going to hold that for right now. I'm not going to rule on it until your new attorney has a chance to get up to speed and let the court know if he has any particular position, wants to leave that motion in place or wants to file his own, wants to change something regarding that. Any questions, Mr. Baptiste, regarding those appointment of counsel issues? All right, thank you. On that note, we have a couple of options, and I'll hear from the counsel for the parties now. Mr. Baptiste, until your attorney is up to speed, I won't ask you your position on these things, but if you wish to address the court regarding those with knowing that your attorney is not present, let me know that, and then I will talk to you about that before you let me know what your question or concern is. Specifically, I'd like to address then trial setting. Because Mr. Hamlin, newly appointed counsel, is not present today and unaware of these proceedings, to my knowledge, it may be best or most effective to delay our setting of trial dates. What I do have for the parties is a calculation done in my office regarding the 270-day complex case designation for in-custody defendants. I believe that time would run June the 1st of 2026. And so as a placeholder or thought for the parties to discuss, whether today or at our future hearings, that would be that we would need to begin trial at least probably the June 1st date is a Monday. That likely will not be a good day for the court to begin a trial. And so we may need to look at the very latest again, and I'm only talking about the latest, to the last week of May 2026 for a trial to begin in this case. I put that out there for a couple reasons. One, if any of the attorneys, parties has a different calculation or request that they believe rights require otherwise, that they can let me know that, whether now or in the future. And a second, I guess, major issue is to give people as much opportunity notice to address those trial dates and begin looking at that calendar then. The issue now that I'll turn to the parties is whether or not you would request to try to set court trial dates now, or if the request would be to allow Mr. Hamlin to get up to speed, at least be aware and be involved in those trial settings. Miss Collins from the state, your position regarding those issues.
Your Honor, based on the circumstances, we believe that we should allow Mr. Hamlin maybe approximately 30 days to get the disclosure, to get up to speed, and then have a conversation about the trial date. It also, previously, whether or not Rule 8 was going to be enforced or requested, as opposed to if defense counsel wants to waive time. I think allowing the defense attorneys to also be able to discuss that, whether that first week of June or last week of May, is best appropriate from their perspective. The state doesn't think we should set the date prior to that being allowed to Mr. Lee and the new defense attorney on the case for Mr. Baptiste.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I agree with the sentiments that you've shared there. Mr. Lee, I'll next turn to you. Any objection to continuing at least the trial setting portion? I'm sure you are still in the mode of reviewing and considering discussing the case. Any objection to setting about 30 days out to allow Mr. Hamlin and you to consider those things?
Not at all, Judge, and I'm here. I'm hearing reliably that the autopsy, which we're all waiting for, isn't going to be for another couple of months.
Even the autopsy
I don't.
results.
We need to at least wait and see. We
Right.
know what information is in that, and that we need to respond and deal with.
All right. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ms. Clace, on behalf of victims, on dates, times, settings, any of those other issues, anything that you need to address for today?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. With that being the case, I did double check on Mr. Hamlin's calendar briefly. I believe the next time that he has a significant available date would be Monday, November the 3rd, which is just over 30 days. I would like to, Mr. Lee, if you are willing, that's not one of your regularly scheduled days, but in this case, if we just set the one hearing,
What's new?
I would like to do the end of the calendar so that you don't have to wait like today.
Be fine.
That would be an 11 or 11:30 setting. All council may appear by Zoom that date if they wish. I believe Mr. Hamlin will very likely be here that date and have a chance to, speak and meet with his client, hopefully not just that date, but prior to the hearing that date. Ms. Collins, will that work for the state?
The state would prefer 11 a.m., Your Honor, if possible.
Okay, I can do that.
What was the date, Judge?
I'm looking at Monday, November 3rd at 11 a.m.
A status conference, or what is that?
Yeah, status conference. We might be again starting to discuss trial dates, but mostly it will be a status conference
Okay.
to see Mr. Hamlin's preparations. It sounds like we probably will be the parties looking into the whether or not autopsy results are available by then. That will be a big issue, I'm sure. Ms. Clace, any objection to that date and time?
Your Honor, that date's fine with me. Thank you.
All right. And then Mr. Baptiste, again, only answer the one question I ask right now. If I set your hearing on Monday, November the 3rd at 11 a.m., that's a date when your new attorney is scheduled to be here in court. Any problems with that setting right now, Mr. Baptiste? All right. I won't have you address anything else until you have a chance to talk to your attorney again. That might take, depending on his schedule, what he's got going this week. He'll find out about it probably in the next few days. I don't know when he'll reach out to visit with you, but he's got a lot of information, of course, to gather, to get up to speed on, of course, to talk to you, but that may not happen right away, all right? So we'll set status conference in the case for Monday, November the 3rd at 11 o'clock. Our hope and plan is from the court that the regular law and motion calendar for that morning will be concluded by then, and we'll be able to go on the record right at or very close to that 11 o'clock hour. Mr. Friedley, I apologize. Any problem with that date from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Having multiple representatives from the state, sometimes I don't remember to ask all of them. All right, and the court will note again, any pending motions, and really this applies for everyone, but especially anything filed by Mr. Brewer, the court will just hold right now. If there were intention to file any responses, I will toll the time so that those responses don't have to be filed unless and until we know that that motion is going to continue forward. So you could, any party could continue to file, but you don't have to file anything that's pending right now, especially on Mr. Baptiste's case, any responses or anything to allow new counsel to get up to speed on that and decide whether or not that motion or issue will continue forward.
Your Honor, just to note for the record, we have a couple of motions that are still pending. One for the production of a transcript of the preliminary hearing. And what was that other one? Oh, yeah, for investigative costs.
All right. On Mr. Lee's pending motions, I thought, let me see here. Apologize 1 second. I believe, I don't know if I've addressed it in a written order, but we definitely will be. We've already started the process of producing the transcripts from that. I think we addressed it briefly on the record before. When those are received, they will be distributed to all of the parties, not just Mr. Lee who requested them. And so that definitely ongoing. And then I do see your motion for investigative fees and costs. I will review that because that's going to be an ongoing need. And as soon as Mr. Hamlin decides whether or not to join in Mr. Brewer's previous similar motion, I will also rule on that. I assume the state doesn't have any response on those motions. But if they do have, I guess those ones I would ask that you would review. And if you have any victim or state, if you have any position you'd like to take with the court, I would ask that you make the court aware of that so I can review those and go forward on that.
We identified a specific investigator as well, Judge, so
I do see
it'd
that.
be easier for you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Lee, anything additional you need to address for today?
No, sir.
Ms. Collins, Mr. Roach, anything additional from the state?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Friedley, anything additional?
No, thanks, Judge.
Ms. Clace, anything additional?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
And then with those warnings in mind, Mr. Baptiste, is there anything that you wish to address with the court? Don't tell me what it is, just tell me if there is or isn't anything you need to address today. All right, thank you. You will be contacted, I know, by counsel in due course after he's aware of that. Appreciate the assistance of the state in getting disclosure to him. I don't know. I will order that Mr. Brewer turn over a copy of his file to Mr. Hamlin. I think Mr. Brewer did get off of the hearing today. I would ask a copy of the minute entry from today be sent to both Mr. Brewer as well as Mr. Hamlin, and I will order a copy of the file to the extent Mr. Brewer has created a physical file. I will ask that that be transferred to Mr. Hamlin. All right. Thank you all very much. We will be adjourned for today.